Welcome back to Jesus Talks. My name is Sean, and this is my bro Joe. We're still going through the Season of Death, Episode 3, and today we're going to be in 1 Corinthians and 1 Colossians. 1 Corinthians 15:51 says, "Behold, I tell you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed." With that, in the Season of Death, we all may not be at our eternal sleep, but we will be changed through the fact of the death of a loved one or a close family friend, where we're going to have to grow in that season and realize how our life is going to be different from this point on. Life would never go back to normal for those people, but we'll eventually have to create a new normal and live that life after that.
I agree with you, Sean. I think that there's many different ways to interpret this Bible verse. Some would say, oh, it's referring to rapture. But from Sean, what Sean is talking about, I would like to add to that when someone dies, it impacts your normality of life and how life was going normally. So it changes you as a person. But you're not dead yourself, actually. So I think that's what the verse is saying by you're not actually dead. Some will sleep, but you'll be changed.
Exactly. That's how I take it as during this season. Let's move on to the next Bible verse.
All right. 1 Corinthians 15:26 says, "The last enemy to be destroyed is death."
What do you feel about that?
This is a hard verse for me, Sean. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I will say it's a hard verse, but I think where this one's coming from is we know that there's going to be a day where people don't die because Jesus is going to come back for the second coming and bring us all the believers back to their loved ones in heaven, and that will ultimately destroy the sin of death, which would make it a season of death no longer, as there be no more suffering and no more pain.
That makes sense, Sean. I agree with you.
Galatians 4:14. For since we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so through Jesus, God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep. Which, coming from that, Jesus had already died for our sins many years ago from today's modern world. So I believe since Jesus had died and rose from the tomb after 3 days, and he folded the linen on the bed, signifying in the culture of that day, meaning I'm done, which Jesus was done suffering in our world, and that signifies him rising, as the tomb guards did not find his body, but just that one piece of linen that was folded. Now, since he died for our sins, he was the bridge between the Old Testament that God held the earth to and the New Testament that came after Jesus' death. Because Jesus knew, and God knew, us as humans were sinful in nature and could not bridge the gap and live a perfect life.
Mm-hmm.
So now all who has fallen asleep, who believe in Jesus, will be brought up to the throne and serve under Jesus.
Couldn't have said it any better, Sean. That's really good.
Yeah. And I think that wraps up today, unless Joe has anything else to add today.
I did not speak a lot during this episode because Sean rocked it. Did a good job.
Well, stay tuned for our next episode, as we're going to go one more step into the season of death.